Swishcast!
Shut the hell up.
Shut up, Wayne, you're a neat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Shut up. Shut the hell up.
right, welcome back, guys, to Swishcast, episode 3 or 4, depends when we're releasing this. We are joined again with 4 magical guests, which we will go through as usual. So, over being on the left, we don't have Indy, we have a very special Waylon PK returning
I'm
from
a dog.
who is a dog? I am a dog.
I am the dog. I smell food. I smell food. I'm a
What's
dog.
that Tommy?
I'm really
I'm
hungry.
a
I
dog.
want some food. Are you winking?
I'm trying to wink. I don't think it works. I can blink. I can't wink.
You can kind of wink. Wait, look. I'm winking. Look, you see? You
Kind of?
Deadpool doesn't really have good eyes to wink with.
Oh, I'm winking. Look at me.
There you go. All right. Mwah. Okay, next person. We have our usual main character of the channel, the legendary Asian squeezed face screenshot.
Egg Red Bull. Yes.
And Red Bull, Sam G. What's up, man?
How are you, lads?
Oh, I managed to make myself red. Look at me.
Shit!
Oh my God.
Oh no!
Oh,
Half this
no!
podcast is just gonna be us going, "Oh my God, look at this! We're red. We've got Red Bull."
No,
And
I was
now-
so excited
He's
when I
being
realized I
cooked.
could make my little doggy red.
He's being cooked alive. Shit!
No!
No! Oh God!
Sorry, I drank
Okay.
a lot of cherry soda earlier.
Okay, Brady,
That's all
continue.
Okay. And now we have our new special guest for this week is the legendary VTuber, commentator of Seasonlander. That's the only 2 places I know you from. The one and only Mocha Twitch. Say hello.
Hello!
What's up?
Hi.
And the reason we have brought in this legendary special guest is because we have a very special topic, a very special episode, in fact, on VTubers. And we thought the best to do this right, to do this properly, we can't just get a VTuber in and call it a day. No, we've all got to have a feeling and see what and put ourselves in the shoes of what it's going to be like to be a VTuber for 1 hour. Isn't that right, boys?
Yeah,
Whatever long
absolutely. We
this
had to
goes on
take
for.
the challenge, take the plunge. We had to make the transition into becoming
One of
whatever the
us.
hell Sam is. I don't even know what
One
that
of
is.
us.
I'm
One
a
of
dog.
us.
Party is Deadpool, and Mocha is just her lovely self.
And I'm
Oh.
Deadpool.
Yes, and he's Deadpool.
All right, legendary. Okay, classic intro. Now let's just get straight into it with our first topic. Sam,
All right.
what is our first topic?
Our first topic. Do you think TF2 and VTubing, I think that's a word, do they
Is that a
go
word?
together?
Wait, first off, is that a word?
VTubing. I think VTubing is a word. I've seen people like use it on Twitter and stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
And like VTubing
Okay.
communities stuff.
Okay, so we don't have to change the title. Perfect.
But
Alright,
basically, do you think they mesh well together? Do you think like the audiences are very similar? Or
I think specifically how I do things is kind of like my own way, because there's like a weird meta to VTubing.
is there?
It's like
Really?
yeah, it's kind of strange. It's hard to explain sometimes, but there's like people who like are very like fan servicey or something, and then there's
Oh,
people who
right.
just like play
Oh,
like
yeah.
games for playing games and stuff with VTubing. And then there's like companies like HoloLive and like VShojo and stuff like that who
It's
like
gone
actually
professional
just,
now.
yeah, there's like a
Oh my
like
God.
it can become like a whole job and stuff. So I'd say like it's I think the audiences are a bit conflicting. Like I know when I first started getting into streaming with like a VTuber model and stuff, people found it kind of strange. But like I think over time the TF2 community has been adopting it a lot more, and you'll see like a lot of people streaming with VTuber models and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Because I've seen
So-
that boy with there was just 2 that come to mind instantly. There's that guy who does like the engineer voice.
oh,
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
They-
yeah,
yeah,
the
they-
guy, he has the
Live.
black hard hat.
Yeah,
That's
him.
Utterneer.
no,
He's a
that's
funny
there's
guy.
That's
two.
Utterneer.
There's 2 of them. There's Engineer Gaming and there's Utterneer, and they both using
Yeah.
an NG rig, but Utterneer has a black helmet.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So there's
Impressive.
like those people who are like kind of like more concentrated into just like playing the game than like the VTuber model stuff.
I don't know. That boy
Um,
gets really into like the character of the engineer.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's really good at doing the voices. Have you like heard him do like medic voices and stuff too?
Yeah, he's pretty talented, pretty funny too.
Yeah, so you got people like him, and then there's also people like that guy with the dog. I don't know if his name. I think his name's like Remery or something.
Oh, Remy. Yeah, I know.
Remy, that's it. And he has like a little dog. He goes like,
Yeah, but he is a more like, I guess, anime VTuber.
oh no,
Look
didn't
to
he
him.
turn into like a femboy?
I don't
Huh?
know.
Oh.
Huh.
Why is Spyro ringing me? Hang on, I gotta tell him no.
You
On
summoned
the
him.
topic of VTubers, I remember back in the day, AI Chan. Do you remember her, Mocha?
Yes, yeah.
She was like the very first real VTuber. She had the most advanced head and like individual finger arm tracking, all that really impressive stuff. And then I believe Corone Chan became very popular in Japan, and then that started the whole wave of like Hololive with like Gura and Amelia and lots of others.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what was
Like
it? AI?
I think this creature
AI Chan.
floating in the bottom corner right here is one of the original VTubers with their little bow.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep laughing at Sam's stupid model. What are you doing in the corner, Sam?
I'm eating the-
I'm trying to eat. Leave him
I need my sister. Okay,
you're eating the Red Bull. All right.
okay, no.
hungry.
Ignore. Okay, you know, like Pilk, where you mix Pepsi and milk. That's
God,
the.
oh
That's
What are you talking about? That sounds horrible.
That's yesterday's news. Okay,
Oh.
we got Red Bull egg now. You get egg whites. You mix them in with Red Bull. You swish it together. You drink it. That's what I'm doing right now.
No, that's a
Ugh.
late night disaster. That is. What are you doing?
I think if I don't know if I'm reaching if this channel reaches a big milestone, I will make egg Red Bull.
Drink it.
Ew,
Live.
is
Oh,
it like
what?
cooked or is it like raw egg?
That's gonna make you ill.
Well, it's up
You're
for
gonna get hospitalized.
it's
Go
up for the
quirky
fans
Irish
to
and your Red Bull.
decide.
You're genuinely gonna
Ugh.
get depressed. You're gonna be on the
Well,
IB
listen, let's
bag
not
after
let the
that.
Irish ruin this episode. I believe we're talking about whether or not you think TF2 and VTubing even go together.
Yeah.
I know we gave a few examples, but Mocha, what do you think about the greater TF2 community accepting this stuff?
Honestly, I think it meshes pretty well in the end because I know like the whole joke about like TF2 as a community is like it's either like like really like mean people or it's like furries or something or like
No,
weeb.
Where?
It's more
So-
like I would say that TF2 just has like it has really passionate people, really passionate.
Yeah,
I
has really unpassionate people who hate the game, want it to burn. So it's like
no, I think we were talking about this last time. It's like TF2 is a love it or hate it thing.
Yeah,
It's
mhm.
you either love it or you make bots for it and you ruin the servers. It's
Yeah.
So yeah, you get very passionate people. And with passion comes a lot of strange people as well. So
Well, Mocha, let's talk about you for a moment. When did you first get into VTubing, and why do you continue to do it?
I guess I've been streaming for about a year now. I think I started VTubing like 7 months ago or something, or like 8 months
Okay.
ago. I guess for those who aren't like really familiar with me, I like rigged and drew my entire model, and I do like all the assets on my stream as well.
You, like,
So
made
I've
it
drawn
in
out like
Blender.
the panels and emotes and stuff like that.
Did you like make it in like Blender and stuff?
No, I like hand drew all like the layers and stuff for the model.
Really? It's just a 2D model.
Yes, this is a 2D
Wait.
model.
Really?
hold on. You
How
did
does
this.
that work?
Wait, did you do this all yourself?
Yes.
I genuinely thought this was like one of those make your own avatar things. That actually looks really good. I thought it was oh my
Oh,
god.
thank you. But yeah, no, I drew out my entire model. I got
Yeah,
into it
does look
about like
nice. Pretty professional looking.
thank you. I got into it about like 8 months ago because being an artist and I saw like the VTuber thing starting to flood in, I was like, holy shit, I could get commissions off of this.
You can make
So-
shitloads.
It's all about the dosh.
All about that
The-
money.
exactly.
Gotta get that sweet cash, that moolah, that money, that
Make
bread,
it rain. Make it rain.
Yeah.
that scrap
So-
metal.
I started learning how to make a model. My model has changed a lot since like its like original like quote unquote form. I'm sorry, I'm getting so distracted by the joke.
I know. I can't stop looking at that.
Sorry.
You calm down. You have-
This is
you're
like
medical.
it's like giving a kid it's fucking it's
Stay
like,
still.
okay, I
He's
apologize.
begging you.
I'm sorry. I will,
You know
I'll
you
stay
can lock
still.
the model's position so it doesn't move like that, right?
Yeah, but then it's not fun.
Then where's the fun, Waylon? Oh.
Sorry,
Okay, I'll
excuse
stop.
me.
Right,
Excuse me.
Right, what were we talking about?
We were
Um,
talking about her getting. You made your model.
Oh yeah, we're talking about her getting stacks.
Exactly. So, 8 months ago, I was like, holy shit, I need to learn how to make it. So I got Live 2D, which is a thing that you use to make all like the model stuff and like rig it and whatnot. And I drew out all the layers, and I just started streaming it eventually because I was like streaming pubs in my free time. And
Alright.
eventually, people started sticking around, like just watching me play pubs, and I don't really know why, because I kind of just ran it down every time I stream.
Intense gameplay, mate. You must be like a god.
Oh yeah, of course. Me running it down like 8 times in a row on like demo, not knowing how to play demo was definitely god tier gameplay. But people started sticking around, and I started hitting like milestones, like just like 1K followers on Twitch or something, and I started getting like a consistent viewer count. And like there was like
Good.
people who would like stick around like stream after stream and like actually like try to like get me on a schedule, because right now I don't really have a schedule. But
Just stream whenever.
like I'm extremely grateful because I wasn't expecting any of this when I first got into the VTuber thing. So I guess going from just being an artist trying to learn how to make VTuber models so I could get commissioned for it also led me down a path to becoming a Twitch streamer as well.
So yeah, now you have your own
Very
audience.
cool.
You don't need anyone's like commission. You can just do it yourself now. You're the one commissioning for free.
Yeah, but like I guess a question for you guys: do you guys know how much a VTuber model costs?
Oh,
okay.
they're fairly
in a-
pricey.
In a ballpark, I'm gonna say like.
Alan, wait, can we all
$150.
take a guess and
You
see?
guys
Yeah,
can
like a
take a
quick
guess.
model.
It's very inconsistent depending on who you commission, but I
Like,
can
like a
give you,
high
like,
quality, like a really good one. you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like I'll.
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, let's all have a guess. I'm gonna go first. All right. I'm thinking because I heard how much like Funk's model cost, just as like his like model that he uses in his videos. So now I'm thinking just for like a VTubing model. Okay, I'm thinking ballpark 400. Right.
I'm going to guess. Like, I know you said it changes, so I'm gonna guess for like a high. Someone is calling. Someone is calling me.
Piss
Sorry,
off, right?
it was Despiro. Anyway, for a high quality model, I'm assuming about I'm gonna say about like 500.
Really?
I am.
Okay, right.
Okay,
Waylon.
I think for like your run of the mill box standard cheapest possible thing you can do, like if you want to just start doing it, like do it yourself kind of thing, I'm gonna say run in a ballpark of like $100-$150, maybe
This is
$200.
high quality, Waylon. This is high.
But
quality.
like if you want to get one of those like primo max quality kind of models with like tracking and facial recognition and stuff like that can really wow the socks off your audience, I'm gonna say like 600, maybe $1,000, maybe. Like
anime is
minimum.
real. It's a dream come true. Yes, yes.
So
And you know,
who's closest?
Who was
Sorry,
closest? Who
I'll-
won?
sorry.
Waylon was closest, technically,
Ah.
but
Hooray.
by a very far margin, because a
Oh.
VTuber model can hit up to 8K USD.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Yeah.
8,000.
8K.
Yes, that is for all the art and the rigging.
You must be
'Cause
making
those
some
are-
donations, honestly. You must be getting.
They're
like-
two different things. They're actually two different things. Like, you know, like the thing that makes my model move around and like the tail swinging and everything? That is a completely different process than doing the art.
Alright.
Really?
Wh-
So
I-
you have to pay the layers, you have to pay the artist for like drawing everything, and then you either go to the same person who knows how to rig, or you go to a different person you have to pay to rig the model as well.
So £8,000 for all of that.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Oh
It
heavens.
can hit up to
You literally
it's like
got to make like.
5,000 to 8,000.
Wait, so how
around
much
there.
did your one? Well, no, you drew it yourself, didn't you?
I
How
drew
much
it
could you
myself,
sell
yeah.
it for?
For mine, based on like how much I've done for it, I could probably sell it for like 3K or something.
Oh
but
my god.
Sorry, did you say 10K?
We said
3.
Oh,
No,
I
no,
was
not
I was
10K,
about to
holy
be like,
shit.
I'm getting into fucking VTube and
Well, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. When I first looked at VTubing, I was like, holy crap. People are like, wait, am I allowed to cuss here?
Yes,
Yeah.
It does
Okay.
not matter.
Holy
You're-
shit.
you're in the room with an Irish man, okay?
I was like, holy shit, these people are charging like people for like 5K for the entire model and rigging. I was like, I gotta get into this business. I gotta get in.
Yeah, no,
Hell
I'll
yeah.
say. Wait, so you could make other people's models and get like not 10K.
if I really wanted to, it's a very long process. Obviously, it costs that much because of how much time it takes. Like it can take up to like 6 months just to like make the
Oh
whole
my
model.
god.
Because
Jesus.
it's like every single
Wow.
layer. Like if you look at like my model's hair, like every single piece of the hair is like a separate layer.
Oh my god, it is fully modeled. That is
Do like
whoa.
a chair spin.
Okay,
Yeah, do a cool flip.
It's cool flip.
Yeah, do like a backflip.
Flip.
why can't your model do the Fortnite dance?
Look on, please.
Your
I'm not
model
paying
stands up and do
8K
the
unless it can do the
default
Fortnite dance. I say my model would be about like around the 100K mark.
I'd
Wouldn't it?
actually pay
Oh,
about.
that's true. That's true.
I'd pay about 20 mil for your model if I'm being like a
I'm genuinely considering changing it because it's really distracting.
No, that's
No
all my
kidding.
all my eyesight is my eyes have been on it this entire stream. I haven't been looking at anything else.
Well, you get that
That's so
sorted out.
easy.
Something I was going to say earlier is that Mocha, on the topic of like really how expensive these VTuber avatars can be, I know that on one hand it's like you want to be entertaining and have like a okay, there goes his model. On one oh god, it's him.
Oh
Damn it.
god.
Critical, what's
Oh my
up?
god.
Everybody, it's critical
it's
here.
his real eyes. That's
Oh my
awful.
Everybody,
New special
Critical.
guest boys, say hello.
everybody, it's critical here.
Oh, that is like really weird and cursed.
That
And
Anyway,
it's-
I was going to say, I know on one hand it's like, oh, I want to entertain my audience and have like a cool character that people can. Oh, my phone's going off. How unprofessional. I want to make a cool character that people can like. But on the other hand, I know it's like a shy thing where they don't want to be on camera. But like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's a good
I
question.
feel like
So,
when it comes to paying $5,000 or just showing my face on camera, I think I'd just show my face on camera. Or you could just be a disembodied voice. You don't need physical representation of your voice.
That's
a
true.
good, that's a good question. So, like, I think the question
You
he's
just
trying to
not
say
do face cam or any
Sam, we
what?
cannot have children on the
No,
show.
I'm not. Yeah, I accidentally clicked on it. Okay.
I am a good puss.
Okay, now you're a gato.
But no, there's a good question though. I think the thing that he's trying to say is, what is like the main appeal of like being a VTuber rather than just like being like a face cam and like a top left?
I think having like a face cam and stuff does mean you have to like get ready every time you open the face cam. With VTuber models, you can kind of just open the webcam, slap on like the VTuber model stuff, and just start streaming immediately. It's not like a
it's just,
setup,
like easier.
and it has that like anonymity to it.
Oh yeah, okay.
Or like
fair
for me, like I don't like obviously like my mutuals from comp and stuff that like I'm close enough with know what I look like. But like for my general audience, like I'm not really a fan of like giving that kind of like I guess like personal information, even if it's just like how I look IRL. It's kind of like
got it.
yeah.
like that distinction from like streaming in personal life kind of thing.
Yeah,
And I
guess
think it
that
also
does
has,
sound
like-
really convenient.
Yeah, and
Sorry.
it also has like a aesthetic to it as well, obviously. Getting
Yeah,
to be the like
true,
the
true.
two little anime character on the screen or whatnot. Or
And
like
then-
whatever you may be.
and I think like with
Uh,
VTube as well, it kind of draws in a certain audience as well. So like he
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
has like, it's kind of like a good like what is it like launching point? You know what I mean for a lot of people because you know
Oh,
seeing a
speaking-
cool character move it just has like an appeal for some people.
Yeah.
Speaking of a specific audience, that leads me to the next topic of
Wait, but Waylon,
of this Switchcast.
Waylon. Before we switch topics now, we have to have a conclusion. We've made that through.
Oh
So,
yeah.
The topic
what?
was it?
We kind of went through like 3 topics, but
yeah,
look,
mini topics. But to round it off, does TF2 and VTubing do they go together? Yes or no?
I'd say yes.
Yes.
okay,
think that-
okay
yeah.
then.
Any gaming community can like have its like niche categories and whatnot. So I think VTubing is like a good introduction to a different niche category.
Okay, wait. I got a quick bonus one. Do you think there's a community that VTubing would not go well with?
I honestly don't think so because it's like the same as like any streamer, right? Like
Yeah.
to like stream, you have to have like an engaging personality and like, or you have to be like insanely good at the game or something like that.
yeah.
So as long as you like fall within one of those categories or both, I think like VTubing is kind of just like a additive to it.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. I was thinking like maybe like some like chess or something. Like I don't know. Like would that really?
I'm pretty. I think I've seen a VTuber play chess before. Anyway,
There's
and my
a
mouth rig is not working.
There's like VTubers who play like Tetris and stuff, and I don't know if you've ever like I don't know how far you guys are into like knowing about the VTubing community, but
Not very.
there's for example there's a really popular VTuber named like Onigiri, and she literally does cooking streams, but with like a VTuber model.
Wait, but
And
how
it's
is,
pretty
she
insane.
how is she cooking it if she's like got a
Oh
VTuber?
wait, I think I've seen clips of this.
But how does that work? Like, I don't get that. Is it like an actual
like-
real life cooking?
Yeah, like practice.
Wait, so
So-
does like the model just like follow like the person around?
Yeah,
Or is-
like she like moves across the screen and stuff, and she'll
Really?
also
Oh
have
my
like
God, that seems like so
That-
much work.
That seems
Uh,
like if you're doing VTubing, that seems I wouldn't trust my camera because like if I was doing VTubing and I was putting my personality out there as like my VTuber person, I don't know how my model basically. If like motion capture or like recording movements isn't the best that it can be, so I would feel like it would just does it not
might
like flicker at all, like turns off.
I'll send a photo of it through general, so it kind of you guys have more context on it. But this is what she does. Is that like she practically has a green screen that like only captures the like
Oh.
counter. And then she has her
Oh,
it's
model that
her.
follows her out. Yeah.
All right, okay.
She just
That's
Oh,
really cool.
okay.
When she wears like
I-
gloves.
I thought I don't know why I had this idea that it was like a VTuber model walking around in
Yeah,
like
no, that, like, I was like,
real
how does that work?
space.
You've heard
No,
of what she-
it's like it like cuts off like after the counter. Like the counter is
Oh,
like the
okay.
thing that like actually gets captured, and then everything above that is just like the model and stuff.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough then. I thought it was gonna be like, just like see she's wearing like what is it, one of those like suits with all the balls around her.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
doing like motion capture.
Like a full-on mocap suit.
Full mocap suit every stream.
But
Hey, I'm
as I
sure
was saying,
someone will.
like this is example of like anything can go with VTubing, like any streamer can go with any game kind of thing, as long as you're like engaging or like you're insanely cracked at whatever it is. So
What about like
Mm.
Pokemon Go? Like how's that gonna work as a VTuber?
Okay, we're
has anyone streamed Pokemon Go actually?
Yeah,
I
the-
don't
the-
think
the
it's
Pokemon
something
Go
you
stream's
can because you
popular.
can't hook up Twitch to your phone.
No,
Never
So I'm
say
sure the
never.
quality would be
Pokemon
terrible.
Go. It's like it's
Anyway,
Have you ever
I
seen
think
those,
it's
like,
time we move on
crazy-
to the next topic. We're
Like,
getting
mo-
on. We're getting off through like
Okay.
30 different topics. The
next
we were
topic.
talking about a specific audience that VTubing attracts, and that leads us to the next topic, which is on the topic of the audience that you attract. What do you think?
Mhm.
What are some of the weirdest encounters and interactions you've had with either your community or other people?
I'd say like talking about how like like introducing a new niche to like the like TF2 community. Like obviously I'm not like the first ever VTuber in like
Nah.
the TF2 community. Obviously there's been people prior to me. But the experience that I've had with it is that like like for example, there's already people who like go out of their way just to like go and harass like random like women who play video games. And then if you also introduce like VTubing to that, like obviously I have like a feminine enough voice that people assume that I'm like a girl. And
Oh yeah, and they're like trying to like put their moves on. They're putting on their Riz.
no, not the Riz. It's
The
just like
Riz.
they're trying to get the Riz on the VTubing.
You know how many Riz in the
Jeez.
feature in like the Twitch chat?
Uh,
But what I was saying is more so like there's been people who like try to like go out of their way just to like harass random streamers. Like I've seen
Oh, yeah,
people
of
like
course.
go out of their way to like go and harass VTubers just because they're VTubers.
Oh,
like-
okay, yeah, fair enough.
I
Yeah,
actually,
absolutely.
I was what you were saying earlier about like when they see like or hear a girl's voice. I have 3 sisters, and I don't normally talk about my family and stuff, but I've seen that happen firsthand when like my sister was playing video games because she used to play Valorant all the time,
Oh yeah.
and second she was on the mic, it was just like, all right, sexism switch on.
Yeah.
I genuinely couldn't understand it. It was so weird because it doesn't happen to me, but
It
because
doesn't happen to me because I'm Irish and hot and handsome.
Well, no, they discriminate against you because you're Irish, not because you're a woman.
True, true.
That's true. Yeah, they call him like Ginger Minge and shit. It's not that
I got bullied on the Chuckle Nuts. They said I was. They
No.
just
bad. Okay, we can't talk about that anyway.
But as I was saying, I think like strangest encounters is that like people who like literally go out of their way to try and like I guess like harass me in a sense, or like like going through chat or like trying to get into my game multiple times and stuff.
Oh, right.
And then like people also take like like how I talked about like the different like metas for VTubing, and there's like some people who like do very like fan servicey stuff and stuff like whatnot. People think like just because like a good portion of VTubers do fan servicey stuff, it's like like an invitation to like bring up or mention those kind of topics to like any VTuber, and it's
Would
like no, that's not how it works.
Yeah,
Would
no,
you like so you said there's different metas of VTubing. You said there's what you do, and then there's why is everybody texting me as I'm doing something important? Sorry.
Do not disturb. We're recording.
Anyway, do you know the way you were saying there was metas and like some people do just playing games, some people do fan servicey stuff. And then you went on about talking about how people assume nearly all VTubers are like, fan servicey. Does that like create a bit of a divide between the metas that like, oh, the ones who just play games kind of has a bit of resentment towards the fan servicey ones, or is there no bad blood?
I don't think there's any bad blood. Obviously, like there's some people who will be on like the extreme sides of it that will like be like they'll have resentment towards people just because they do fan servicey stuff. I guess like my approach to it is like whatever like gets you your viewers and stuff, and whatever works for you. But I don't think like that kind of thing should be applied to every single person. That's like stereotyping practically, just like being like if just because there's a good portion of VTubers who do like lewd things and whatnot, that means I can like go into any VTuber's chat and type out like a very provocative comment or something, and it's like that makes people uncomfortable. Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. With those type of VTubers, I think they're definitely attracting a certain type of audience. You know what I mean? They're definitely going for like boys who just want to like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Boys, the type of boys who you would look at their Twitter likes and make several judgments in your mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't go through their Twitter likes.
Do not go through their like, Twitter bookmarks.
Worst mistake of my life.
I think the thing with VTubers who have very alluring personalities, let's just say that, it's the same way you wouldn't go into a real life woman's chat and be like, "Hey, nice badonkas you got there. Let us in the whole chat." See, you're not going to go up to a VTuber model with that stuff that's already baked into the model geometry and be like, "Oh, big bazwingas." You know what I mean? No one wants to hear that.
It's like every stream has its like different like rules, obviously. So like one stream might be okay with people saying stuff like that, and you shouldn't apply that to every single stream you encounter.
Exactly. You're not going to go to every stream and be like, "Oh my god, nice boobs, big boobs. What are the boobs?
I've got a good question.
Breast, madam."
I've got a good question. Have you ever had someone come on your Twitch chat and try and apply their Riz? Has that ever happened? I just want to know. I'm very curious.
Later is. I think there's like been people who have like come to my chat and stuff and like talk to me or something, and then like join like my Discord server and try to like talk to me directly.
Oh yeah.
And like obviously like I'm okay with that to an extent, but
like when it starts to get like
there's people who like assume like if they share like for example if they share like personal information about themselves, I'm like obligated to share it back to them or something. It's like if you tell me your full name and address, I'm not telling you my full name and address. Like in return, like good for you. You tell me that. I know your full name and address. That's great, I guess.
Hello, my kawaii Fox-chan girl. My name is Walter Hartwell White, and I live at 308 Monroe Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
It's like when they're VTubers as well, you don't really expect to get that sort of information, because when they're on their Discord, you kind of like assume they're going to be in like character. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And speaking of which, that's also like another like meta type thing. There's like people who just like stream with the VTuber model, and then there's people who put on like characters and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And like obviously it's kind of hard to tell sometimes because you don't know if like it's not like they're gonna announce that at the very beginning. But like for example, I know there was a VTuber named Snuffy, and she was like a raccoon VTuber. And for a good portion of her career, she like put on like a voice and everything. And eventually she got to a certain part of her career where she was like, I'm so tired of like putting on like a cutesy voice and stuff. I'm just gonna start talking in my normal voice. And there was one stream where she like explained it to everyone, and then from here on out, she's just been using her regular voice.
I mean, I mean, like, I don't think you should like shy away from using your normal voice. I mean, like, there was nothing wrong with that. Like, being yourself isn't bad. Like, I mean, it's like I don't guess some people want to like ham up their like personality when they get on the mic. I think with, like things like streams, it's just like you can't do that 24/7. It's just gonna get to a point where you're just like, I can't do this anymore. It's like too much.
I there's also the thing like the VTuber model is understandable because it's like privacy. I was hesitant to put out my face originally. I don't really care anymore, but I had that for a long time, but I don't know. I guess just my voice wasn't that big of a priority, so I didn't get like the voice changes. But I don't know.
I think it was like showing your face. My mentality was the quicker I show it, the quicker people won't wonder and try and like find it themselves. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So it's just like
like if you like let go of that anonymity, then people won't seek it, kind of thing.
Yeah, people.
Yeah, so basically, I doxed myself, so people can't do it for me.
Exactly.
That's true. That's like being in control of the scenario.
Yeah. That's how I like to think of it anyway.
Yeah.
Speaking of being in control of the situation, that reminds me of our next topic, which is
we got to do a wrap up of the
conclusion. Waylon, we told you this. So in conclusion,
he looks so sad. The dog.
The dog is like, oh no, you
don't be mean to me. Strangest encounters. There wasn't a specific one, but it's just people
like, harassing people, attempts on Riz,
and trying to like trying to be best friends and get personal information out of you.
Yeah, so becoming a VTuber, if you want to become one, just expect that and know what to do.
But for our next topic, and this is one that I'm fairly interested in because I used to be a competitive player myself. What were the competitive highlights or the highlights of your competitive career?
I put on the brackets next to it biggest dub question mark.
Yeah, what is the biggest dub you've ever gotten?
Honestly, this is like I guess like a lot of people consider like biggest dubs being like how high in the ranks you go, but my biggest dub I'd say in my competitive career was the fact that when I first started playing, in my second season, like I literally just gathered a whole bunch of friends for like just to play competitive TF2. This is like all the way back in amateur, like season 6 or something, RGL.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I guess like we played a season and we went like 4-3, didn't make playoffs, and then the season after that we literally just won the entire division. And it was literally just like a whole bunch of friends. So I guess like honestly, I think what's really hard as like you start like climbing up divs is like finding people that you actually enjoy playing with.
Yeah.
Rather than it's like a lot of like I have to play with this person because they're good at the game and they have good game sense, but they might not be the best person. And that's like that's like a huge issue in the comp community.
I had my fair. I was only in 2 teams, but those teams switched members quite a lot. And most of the time, members were wonderful, but we had some horrible people join our team. And it was just like, well, can't kick them because they're good at spy. They can Matador stab. Whoops.
The thing is, right, if you have like annoying teammates that you just can't work with, and it's like makes it extremely, and first of all, it makes it extremely annoying to play. Second off, if you try and call out, maybe you want someone to listen to you, or you want them to, or you're trying to, maybe you won't listen to them because you're just like, oh, they're so annoying, or it's just like, it just doesn't work. It just like it makes you drags your team down because then like. No one's gonna be like taking you seriously, and like no one's gonna be in the right mind. You know what I mean? There's gonna be like trying to swish each other. You know what I mean?
I actually had that with a teammate. He was playing sniper, okay, and I gave a call out to like the medic. I was just like, "Oh, sniper sight line down that way," okay, and he, for whatever reason, it wasn't directed towards him. But he was like kind of defensive of the sniper of the medic because I think they were like e-dating or something, and he goes, Sam, it's not your call to give. And we had a full-blown argument, okay? And I was like, okay, fuck this. I get off. The next day, he gets banned from the thing for hacking. He gets banned from the
Oh yeah.
competitive
There you go
pool.
then.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know, like it's I'd say like, you know, like winning a div with like just a team full of like really respectful friends kind of thing.
That's a
But
fat dub.
I'd say that's my biggest stuff. Obviously, like I've gone up to like advanced playing
Mhm.
like my recent season I was playing advanced medic and then I was main calling for my team.
Mhm.
So like I guess like as well like alongside just like winning alongside friends, I'd say that like getting to main call at some point was also a big dub because like I think you learn a lot main calling. So
Oh yeah, no, that's like probably one of the most important roles to have, really.
yeah,
Because like,
yeah.
you're basically just kind of like telling your team what to do, half basically. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If they don't know what's happening, then they don't really know what they're doing. So
Well,
you
what
know,
is your
Yeah.
wildest competitive story? Where's the closest you've come to losing, but at the very end you snatch it and you win?
Ooh. Hmm. I
I'm
wanna.
sure it's
Hey,
a great
actually,
tale.
I try to think because okay, so I played spy up to like IM, and then I
Mhm.
started playing medic from like main and above.
all right.
Honestly, usually like my teams consisted of like really strong players and like friends of mine. So honestly, I only have like L tales to tell from like my experience. Usually, if like we're winning, it was like, yep, we're winning. And then if we're like it's either like we've either like fumbled really hard or like we just like it was like a lost game from the start kind of thing.
Yeah, just like a roll
Hmm.
sweep.
Yeah.
Well, a
Actually,
sweep we can do is just like
Unfortunately, yeah, I have no
Mm.
epic comeback stories.
Aw.
well, actually, I'm gonna kind of backpedal a bit. How did you get in to competitive? Like, how did you start?
Yeah, that's a good one because like I've been trying to say like to a lot of like new players they should try and give competitive a go, but it can be really hard because all the players keep killing them and they're like I'm useless. You know what I mean? So what would be your like
Yeah.
words of wisdom to that player who's struggling to get into it?
I guess like how going to like the first question, how I first got into it was because I had like heard about like UGC
Mhm.
and people playing like Highlander and stuff. And I had like a couple like mutuals that I'd like play pubs with and stuff. They were like making a Highlander team. And
Right.
I was like, "Oh, that's interesting. Like I've never heard anything like this." Um and I started looking into it and I'd like watch them play and I'd hear about it and stuff and hear about scrims and I was like, "God, like all these people like are playing together." I'm like, "I really want to try this. This sounds so interesting." Especially since I was like a huge pub spy at the time. Like I just perma pub spy. Um so I
Beware
was
the
like,
pipeline of spy main to anime VTuber.
true beware. Um but I was like, "Oh, dude, I want to try spy competitively because like I've already like played so much spy like in pubs and stuff. Like it's kind of become like neutral at this point.
Go
It's like,
pro.
oh, I get like the silly trick stab, and it's like, okay. But I guess like that's when I like started gathering a handful of like my mutual friends, and I was like, hey, like I want to make like a team, and like I want to like play competitive. Like, are you guys interested? And they were like, oh yeah, sure. Like I know a couple. Like it would always be like this thing where like, oh, I know someone else who's also interested in playing comp. And I was like, "Oh, nice." And, like, thankfully, like, none of them were, like, really out there people. They were, like, all very, like, respectful, nice people. Thankfully, not racist. Like,
You get a lot of them
um,
in competitive, trust me.
yeah, it's the comp community is definitely something else sometimes.
Definitely.
But I guess I'd say, like, one thing I would tell people who are, like, trying to get into competitive is, like, I know it's hard to let go of that mindset of, like, "I wanna win the div. I wanna climb as fast as possible." But, like, just take your time and enjoy it, honestly, because once you get, like, up into the higher div, you kind of just start noticing where, like, people, like like, there's not so great people or, like, you're kind of stuck playing on teams just because they're good at the game and they're, like, like, either, like, really racist people or, like, just, like, gross people in general.
Yeah.
It's like you're kind of, like, stuck, like, dealing with that. You have to, like at some point, you just have to start tolerating it because there's no other, like, players available.
That's true.
So like
What a shame.
you just gotta like you just gotta kind of like enjoy your time. Join the teams that like you know are gonna be like good people and you're gonna improve on. And it's not about like how fast you go up the divs, because there's a whole reason people try to sandbag. It's like
Mhm.
they want to go back to the lower divs because they miss it.
Yeah,
So
that's fair. It's like a
Oh,
lot. I think that's
sweet.
thing. One thing I would say for like people who are like starting out is that the reason a lot of people like try it in the first place, they'll watch like Banny or like Habib get some like massive play on like Twitch, and he's like, "Oh my god, Beasting, Beasting," and he's like, "That's what
yeah,
and they're like, that's who I want to be." So they'll go on, then they'll get their role, they'll give up. But the thing is, right, the joy of competitive isn't getting insane frags, because you can do that in casual. The joy of competitive is being able to play with like 6 people who are all like in tune with each other, speaking, actually doing actual teamwork, putting the team in Team Fortress against another team who's doing the same, strategizing, being coordinated, and playing as like an actual team. You know what I mean? That's kind of the joy in competitive, because you don't get that in casual. You don't get that anywhere else instead of competitive TFT. But you get that feeling where you're actually part of something bigger than just you. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, definitely. And I think that's like the reason why I think people tend to like try to rush their careers. Because like
Mhm.
I'd say like in general, like I climbed divs like pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like every season I practically moved up a div.
Mhm.
And like I guess like
Yeah, not to
it kind
brag or anything, but you know, I move up a division
Right.
every league, so
I'm already diamond, mate. Don't you worry, mate. I'm like best
But like
player
the
on
thing
there.
is that like now I'm like, you know, irking to like go back in divs, because I'm like I feel like I just didn't enjoy my time when I was like in other divs to like learn other things. Now it's like, you know, I just have to find like the quote unquote like team that like suits me. And like, you know, like I said, like as you get into higher divs, there's like less teams.
Yeah.
So like as there's less teams, there's like less pool. There's like a smaller pool of players. And
Mhm.
again, like you're kind of stuck with people that like, you know, like you might not synergize well with or something.
Don't worry. One day we're gonna be having Froyo Mocha back
Oh
on the top
God,
card.
no.
Oh, yo, Mo. There's
No.
gonna be a clip of Banny screaming at you. Medic air shot. Soldier
What are
air
you doing,
shot.
mate? What are you
Oh,
doing? Do you want me to
I'm
sub
sorry.
you out?
Have you seen that video of the Banny, and it's he screams at his teammate, "Shut the fuck up!"
Yes,
That
I've
was-
seen that.
No,
That
that
is
guy
my
was so funny,
favorite
though.
Banny.
He was just like screaming random bullshit. He was like, "Soldier air shotting, medic air shot." Like,
There's like this there's this like copy post I have of like Banny playing like a pug or something, and it's like this whole thing. It's like, Ether, Exile, I need you two to stand in house, and it's like this huge copy poster people would spam. But
Oh,
fun
that is
enough,
funny.
speaking of Banny, I'm actually banned from his chat.
Really? What did you do?
I am.
You bet him in an MG.
Oh
I
no.
I can explain the lore. I didn't
and why
actually
are
do
you back
anything in
that
his.
creature?
I don't know.
But what
Sorry.
happened was is that I was actually in Habib's chat, and I'm like,
Alright.
I would say I'm like mutuals with Habib. I'm like mutuals with a good portion of like the like high div like sixes players
I love
in
Habib.
NA. Habib's so sweet. I love that guy so much.
He's funny. I love him.
But I was in his like chat, and I was like, it was the like I don't know if you guys know about like how Froyo has like kind of gone down the drain this season, because like Jay made his own team. I don't know if you guys know the Froyo
I think I know
lore
a
as
little
of
bit about
recently,
that. Yeah.
but like Jay left, Habib left, and May left, like the meta. But they like all left Froyo, right? But this was like the day before Froyo fell apart. This was like the
Ooh.
day before Habib was streaming, and a good portion of chat was like listening to what Banny was saying to Habib. And it was this whole thing where he kept going, Habib, listen. Habib, come on, man. Habib, listen, man. Habib, please. Habib. And like all of Habib's chat, like me, like Dolphin from like RGL, like the like the producer for RGL, like me, Dolphin, like other like chatters that would like often go to like competitive streams and stuff. We all just started spamming like Habib, listen. Habib in his chat, like over and over again. And I don't know how the mods found us. Like this is in Habib's chat, by the way. We said this in Habib's chat, and I got banned from Banny's chat because of it. This, like,
Wow,
I
my
I
God.
wasn't even in
Danny Cell's
Danny's chat.
seething over Habib chads.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Wait, so are you still? Can you still talk in Habib's chat?
yes, I can talk in Habib's chat. I got
God.
banned from Danny's chat from Habib's chat, is what I'm saying.
Well, at least you got Habib's chat. That's legendary. Habib's got great streams.
True, true.
Have you seen that video? It was like 2 minutes of like Habib like screaming. You know that one? That's such a
Yes,
great one.
yes.
That's such a great video. That's like one of my top 5 videos, honestly.
But
What a boy.
that is
Young
my
prodigy.
story of getting banished from Danny's chat, even though I wasn't even in his chat.
Injustice. We should rise up.
Injustice.
Tell the audience to like start a campaign. Get her unbanned, honestly.
Help.
This one we
Unban
gotta
me.
get we got a Habistas the Banny chat. Oh, legendary. No, good story. All right, Waylon, is it time? Should we round up this topic?
I think. Well, where is Waylon there?
Waylon, you there,
Waylon
mate?
has died.
Look at his dog.
Waylon has died.
His dog.
Waylon, his dog is dead.
The
Oh
dog's been
no!
cooked. It's fully done.
Shit. Oh no!
No.
The dog's been
Waylon, how
cooked.
could you leave us so early? Oh.
He fucking died.
He was a
Look at
good
him as
man.
well. He's dead. He's like.
God help him.
Oh my god. Okay.
please help. All right. Okay.
Well, wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up.
Competitive
conclude.
highlights and how'd you get into it? There's no specific. I don't think there was a specific highlight. It was just
Playing with friends. So
yeah.
just
but
getting
y-
to win with alongside fans.
Okay, and I think we're on to our final our final questions, which are reading out the comments for the last videos.
Not the what is it, the one with Jamal. We're gonna do that next time because the Jamal we were literally recording this a day later. We're gonna be doing the one comments from the first one, the rest of the comments from the Waylon one.
Someone said, "Not Sam G. Wales, yes or no?" Wales is all right. I'll give him a pass.
No. That's not what you say off the mic. I'm sorry. Just because Spyro's this thing doesn't mean you have to be nice to Wales. Then you're like, oh, I fucking hate those Welsh. Those shit. fuckers."
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. No,
Mocha, what do you think about
that
the
was
Welsh?
English.
Mocha, what do you think about the Welsh?
The Wells?
Yeah.
I'm indifferent.
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 We all know what
Indifferent.
that means.
Racist.
Um,
Racist. All right, okay,
What?
Okay. Next question. Favorite TF2 song, like from the soundtrack?
Oh, Meet the Medic. What is it?
Ooh.
Meet the Medic is pretty legendary.
I think it's
Yeah.
got to be Meet the Medic, but a close second is Rocket Jump Waltz because it makes me cry every time I hear it
Does.
because I think of Rick May. God rest his soul.
Actually, that song isn't
Okay.
called Beat the Medic. It's just called
Wait,
Medic
shut the
in
fuck
all
up, you
cap.
Shut up, Waylon.
Guys.
Sorry.
Someone's, can we spam the nerd emoji and at Waylon, please?
Check.
Oh god, no, please. No, I just
Um,
sent a brick emoji.
All right. I'm not saying that one. Rey
You're not
Mysterio.
saying that one.
Okay, fine. I'll say it, and then you decide whether to cut it out or not. Party, are you uncircumcised? Yes or no?
Okay, let's not answer that
Yeah,
one.
exactly. Okay, Rey Mysterio versus Katy Perry. Who wins?
Shit. What in the fight, or is it like a singing contest?
Like
I'm assuming it's a fight.
I don't think.
what
Rey
is the
Mysterio-
arena? What do they have weapons? Is it hand-to-hand combat? Do they have guns?
All I've been given is Rey Mysterio versus Katy Perry.
I don't think
Katy
Rey
Perry
Mysterio
is like
has.
very small, so I think
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio is
I
a
think
very
Rey Mysterio.
very
No,
large
but-
man.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I can't see Rey Mysterio like jumping out the ropes, like kicking Katy Perry in the face. You know what I mean? You know that movie does.
Mocha,
And
what
the
do you
f-
think?
Yeah, come on. What do you think? Who's gonna win?
I think I have to say Rey Mysterio. The guy goes in SmackDown, so
man.
That's true. What does
Welcome
Katy
back
Perry
to
do?
Smack-
Katy, I'm
Down.
sorry. Use our
SmackDown.
Rey Mysterio cells while I'm a Katy Perry
Why?
Chad.
Why
I
is
don't know.
Katy Perry winning?
You're really trying to make that joke work, but it doesn't work for
I
you.
am. I'm
sorry.
trying. I'm trying so much. Okay. Final question. What is your social security number?
12.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 999.
Okay, guys, I will. Okay, anybody who is still watching, if you draw fan art of this guy who I am, I will give you my bank numbers and my social security
You will.
numbers.
I'll make sure he does it. Don't worry.
Holy secret.
And I think that is all the comments.
But on
Brilliant.
that topic, Sam was joking, but if you actually do have fan art to submit, you can always submit it at the email
Sam
listed
was not joking.
in the about
Sam was
section.
not joking. I will make him put his credit card on stream. All right.
No,
letting you
he'll
know.
have to do that
Thank you,
regardless. But I
Sam.
mean, if you do have fan art to submit to the TFTubers Club, you can always just go to the about section on our channel page and send it to the email listed there. We do have an email listed, right,
If you
guys?
send any, if you make fan art, if you make fan
Waylon,
art,
you're
we'll
so
shout you out.
desperate for
I
sponsors.
hate you, Waylon.
You're so desperate for sponsors, man.
If you make fan art, I'll give you a shout out. All right.
All right.
fan
Any
art's
any closing words, Mocha?
You want to sell
Thank you guys
yourself
for
to
all
your-
watching. I appreciate it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and put the bell on.
hit the bell as well. Come on, let's do it.
Leave a comment, leave
I've
a like.
I've never
Do you
done an outro for a
You want to try and
YouTube.
sell yourself, or should we just
Yeah,
do a
Mocha,
funny
plug
outro?
your stuff.
Plug yourself.
Plug my stream. Alright.
Yeah, plug yourself.
Hi, I'm Mocha. I stream on Twitch. I mostly play Spy, but I also like playing Sniper sometimes. My stream is twitch.tv/MWOCHA. It's Mocha or Mocha. Mocha. But yeah, feel free to catch me there. We also have a Discord, Smile, and we do community nights on the weekend. So,
Banger. That could be
oh
you.
my god, the Jello! Look at it. Where is he going?
Very cool. What the fuck?
freaking
What are
me
you
out. That's
doing,
freaking
man?
All right, Sam, do a dubstep outro in 3.
Well, I
2.
I think we're all out of time, so let's play that classic Twitchcast outro. There you go.